The following is a presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and/or future. And this special NBA game from 1979 is also made possible by hockey from a generous grant from hockeytournaments.com. If you're looking to find a hockey tournament in North America, hockeytournaments.com is the place for you to go to find one for you and your buddies. If you are looking to organize a tournament for next season, hockeytournaments.com has the right package for you. Go to www.hockeytournaments.com. All right, there are very few regular season games in the NBA that kind of merit a special attention. We're just doing these on picking up a Friday night game each week of either the Celtics or the Lakers. But we went off the grid for this one. This is from Saturday, November 10th, 1979, because this would set the table for some storylines for the next decade. It's the first time the Boston Celtics met the Philadelphia 76ers in the Larry Bird era. And of course, as you saw in the description, when Larry meant the doctor. And so from the Spectrum in Philadelphia, we're about to play the Celtics and the Lakers. If you didn't watch yesterday's Celtics game, you're fine. You know, they beat Kansas City 18,000-4. Boston comes into this game, though, 5-7, and they now have lost Dave Cowens for the next month. He will not be back till December 14th in this replay. So Rick Roby gets to play center, and Larry Bird and Eric Fernstein will kind of back up Roby in that capacity. Celtics are 5-7. They're 4 games behind Philadelphia in first place for the Atlantic Division, but it's the NBA. Just finish above 500, you're making the playoffs. Philadelphia, well, they actually won the East in real life that year. They feature Mo Cheeks, Henry Bibby, Julius Erving, Caldwell Jones, and Daryl Dawkins as their starter. That's a lot of firepower there. So settle back, grab a cold one, and let's play some basketball. And I must hit the right button here. And put up the thing. How you doing? Go Sixers. Boo. This should be a fun one. As I said, in the open, Dave Cowens hurt himself last night in the Celtics' big win over Kansas City, 127-97, and it wasn't even that close. So the Celtics, their last 2 games, after being 3-7, have pounded San Diego 127-105, and then Kansas City by 30. They are ranked the 10th best team. They can score 115, but their defense is rather suspect. And as I said, they've lost Cowens now for the next month. They will get him back for a game against Milwaukee. That's a lot of basketball between there. But there's no Los Angeles, and there's no more Philadelphia. So if you're going to miss a month of the season, this is the month to miss. For the Sixers, well, they're coming off of, this is the second of their back-to-back games. Detroit beat them last night 125-120, but they are a powerhouse. They're 10-4 on the year. They pounded Kansas City by 13. They went on the road and beat Indiana a couple weeks ago, and look what they did November 2nd to Atlanta, 108-78. They score points, and their defense is very, very good. And if you look between November 23rd and December 14th there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 10 straight home games. Now, they only have 9 players active. That might be something that will be considered good. There's no Lionel Hollins, who's your starting point guard. There's no Doug Collins. So it's Henry Bibby, and so we'll see. So the Celtics have dressed 10. The Sixers have dressed 9. The doctor's house. Absolutely. All right. So here we go. Are you ready? I am. Let's tip this puppy off. Like I said, the Sixers are 10-4. The Celtics are 5-7. Throw the records out. This one's going to be, as Johnny Most would say, basketball warfare. Bill Fitch, of course, is coaching Boston. And the coach for Caldwell Jones is from Albany State. Wow. Billy Cunningham coaching the Sixers. Roby and Dawkins jump, and Boston wins it. We're underway. Boston going from left to right. Here at the Spectrum, Larry Bird has it, guarded tightly by Caldwell Jones. In the paint. He's going to try to shoot over Jones. Fakes it up. Offside. Nope. But Jones fouls him, and Larry goes to the line for two. These two teams met quite a few times in the early 80s in the Eastern Conference Finals. Philadelphia got the better of it the first couple of years. Then the Celtics figured it out and went on a rampage. Bird's first is up, and it's good. So 1-0 Boston just to start things off here. Larry bends the knees and the wrists and hits them both. It's 2-0 Celtics. Now Bibby will bring it up. Cheeks to Jones. Back over to Cheeks. Bibby, top of the key, drives in the paint, around and in. Celtics will pass it around. Tiny guarded by Cheeks, top of the three-point circle. Tiny's going to drive on Cheeks. Let's see what happens. Dawkins cut him off. The runner goes, and Maxwell gets the assist. Now Erving the other way. Over Archibald, he shoots. There's 36 last night against the Pistons. Knotted up at 4 in the first minute. Archibald sees Maxwell, foul line extended left. Again, Caldwell Jones is guarding him. Maxwell slams it home. Now Cheeks to Bibby for a long three. No, Ford with the defense. Thank God they're not two Fords today. Roby gets this first rebound, and Archibald will walk it up. This time they want Tiny, foul line extended left. Ford for a long three instead, and he hits. 9-4 Boston. Now Cheeks to Caldwell Jones in the paint against Chris Ford. Over to Dawkins. Stolen by Bird. Celtics fake the run, but they don't. Ford. Right side. Wants another three. Nope. That was the call anyway. Instead, he tried to find the opening and drive, and you might have driven it Ford lately, but Ford didn't drive on you. So 9:57, first quarter, 9-4. Celtics in the early going. So thanks very much for watching on this Sunday afternoon. Join us in the chat. We usually have a pretty good time. Mo Cheeks will walk it up for Philadelphia. They're working it left to right. Erving to Bibby. 15-footer. No. Bird. Rebound. They're going to run the break. Bird to Ford, drives in the paint, up, no, but Julius got him for the foul, and Dr. J's going, but this is my house, that doesn't happen here. And Chris Ford, who already has 3 points, goes to the line for two. First from Ford, no, he misses, so the Celtics are 2 or 3. Erving just giving a little bit of lip to the officials on that foul, and yeah, it was kind of ticky-tack if you ask me. Celtics in their road green with white numbers. Johnny Most with a cigarette next to me, dangling out of his mouth. Second one up from Ford is good. So we hit 1 or 2, and it's 10-4 Boston early. So Erving, Bibby, Erving in the corner. He drives inside, gets it to Dawkins. Dawkins shoots, Archibald with a defense, but Chocolate Thunder brings it home. Celtics want Maxwell, foul line extended left. Ford finds, they pass it around. Maxwell on the post. He's knocked down, and Bibby commits the foul, and that's 3 on Philadelphia. And Bibby's going, come on, ref. And so a non-shooting foul. Maxwell will inbound it. 9-11, first quarter. Boston has not missed yet from the field. Maxwell inbounds, and the play is going to go back to him. Caldwell Jones is guarding Maxwell inside off the glass. No, but Dawkins with the foul, and Philadelphia now has 4. And with 9:01 to go, the next foul sends the Celtics to the line the rest of the quarter. So Maxwell has 2 points, to the line for 2. First one's up, and good. 71% in the replay, 78% in real life. 11-6 Boston. Second one from Maxwell is good, and it's now a 6-point game. Now Cheeks to Erving, to Dawkins inside. Dawkins dunks it over Roby. And there was a lot of authority in that and a grunt. And Roby's saying, "You think I'm going to back down, big boy? I don't think so." So Tiny walks it up. Cheeks guarding Roby. Roby wants it inside. Feeds Ford instead. They pass it around. Archibald drives instead of running the play. And Bill Fitch is upset. That was supposed to be open for Roby. And instead they improvise. And Tiny gets called for the double dribble. Sixers set it up. Bibby, 15-footer. No, off the rim. Jones with the rebound. Caldwell. Turnaround shot. Yes. 12-10. They're going to try a pick and roll with Roby. That inside, and Bibby got a hand on him, and Roby's going to the line for two. And so with 8:03 to go in the first quarter, 12-10 Boston. Roby missed the first. Mix comes in for Bibby with the 2 fouls early. Roby a 68% free throw shooter. Second one is up. It's good. So 13-10 Boston. Celtics have already tried 8 free throws in the first 4 minutes. Erving to Jones down low over to Mix. That's a bad pass stolen by Chris Ford. And this time they're going to work Bird. Bird is being guarded by Erving. That's the plan. Ford to Archibald to Bird in the paint, and Bird shoves off on Erving. And that's an offensive foul. Jim Spanarkel is in for Mr. Mix. 7:24 first quarter. No changes yet for the Celtics. 13-10 Boston. Now Spanarkel drives over Ford, spins it out. Jones with the rebound, throws it up, and he hits. And Caldwell has 4, and it's a 1-point game. Archibald walks it up, wants Maxwell. Left side, Erving has fallen to the floor, and Maxwell is called for the charge. And Erving whispers to Maxwell, not so quietly as they pass by, "Not in my house. This is the doctor's house." So everyone's hair is standing on end now. 13-12 Boston. First quarter. Jones to Spanarkel outside. Jumper no. Roby with the rebound. Celtics have numbers in transition. Ford to Maxwell on the run, and Jones blocked it from behind, and Spanarkel got the rebound. Now pick and roll with Erving and Cheeks. Tiny knocks it right to Erving, and then Maxwell gets called for the reach. And although that's the first team foul on the Celtics, that's 2 on Maxwell. So Chaney goes in for Maxwell. Judkins in for Bird. Well, actually, Bird will slide down to the center spot. Henderson and Carr come in. So it's pretty much the bench right now for Boston in a 1-point game. Remember, second game of a back-to-back here for both teams. Jones inbounds it for Philly. Cheeks outside. He drives on Chaney, and he's knocked to the floor. But Judkins gets called for the foul, and Mo Cheeks will shoot too. Happy Sunday to you too, Mr. Al. This one is a little bit more aggressive than yesterday's game. And next weekend, we'll feature the Lakers and the Denver Nuggets sometime in our NBA 19 on the Larry and Magic replay show. So mow the line. Cheeks has nothing in the line score after 6 minutes. And the first one from Mo is good. So we got ourselves a tie game. How you doing, Joster's Cards and Coins? Glad to have you with us here. This is the very first meeting between Larry Bird and Dr. J, and so we're going to feature this kind of as a special. Cheeks hits the first, and the second one is up and good. So the Sixers, as you can hear Dale Lonsdale cheering from his seats, have taken their first lead of the game, 14-13. Henderson wants to do a pick and roll with Bird. Carr. And they pass it around. Bird from Judkins, and Bird has it. He's got 4. Now Dawkins over everybody. He slams it home. 16-15 Philadelphia. Bird, by the way, had a career high 32 if you weren't with us yesterday. Henderson sees Carr, foul line extended right, and jumper is good. Carr has two, and we trade it back and forth. Sponarkle now drives. Cut off by Bird. Shot no. Larry gets a second rebound, and they're going to go outside to ML Carr again. There's a whistle, and Judkins gets called for the tee. Now that's interesting. Sponarkle hits the free throw. And we got a timeout on the floor. 5:22 to go in the opening stanza. Boston 17, Philadelphia 17. When did they Moses? Early 80s? That was the missing piece to win them a championship. I don't think he was there though in 80-81. I'd have to look it up, or maybe I could look that up. Someone will have to look that up. So Fernston will give Bird a breather. And so Boston will get the ball after the technical. Judkins is the one that ran his mouth, but I'm surprised he got the tee because Erving and Bibby ran their mouths after hard fouls early and got the pass. So Cheney inbounds it for Boston as Bill Fitch is an unhappy camper. Carr, foul line extended right. Henderson to Carr on the wing. 15-footer, no, but Sponarkle gets called for the foul. And because Philadelphia is in the bonus, it's 3 to make 2. So the first from ML Carr is good. He's got 3, and Boston's up 1. I want to say 81-82, Dale, but I'm not. Don't hold me to that for Moses. Carr for the second one. Off the front of the rim, but it is 3 to make 2. So he slams the ball on the court. The third is around and out, and Caldwell Jones gets the rebound. Erving. Cheney reaches in, and Erving will take the cheeky foul. Sponarkle now come. Well, that was what it was before. What are you telling me that for? There really isn't any changes for anybody. Bobby Jones sits on the bench for Philadelphia. So Caldwell inbounds it for the 76ers, and Cheney steals the pass from Erving. 2-on-2, gold rush for the Celtics. Cheney in the key off the glass and in. 2017 Boston. Now Dawkins in the post, and that's stolen by Judkins. Celtics playing inspired ball right now. Judkins slams it home from Fernston. Cheeks the other way, misses the jumper, and Eric Fernston gets the rebound. So Philadelphia took the lead, and Boston grabbed it right back. Celtics are shooting 87% from the floor. Carr, foul line extended right, jumper, no. Rebound, Caldwell Jones, that's his fourth. Now Cheeks to Sponarkle, they pass it around. Sponarkle to Erving in the paint, off the glass, good. 3-point game. Again, they're going to feed ML Carr. Outside he drives, cut off by Dawkins, runner, no. Fernston gets the rebound. That's 2, he dribbles and puts it back up. Turnaround shot, no. Foul. He wanted the foul, won't get it. Caldwell Jones with the rebound. Now Doctor drives in, and he's called for the travel. Don the Duck Cheney. Yep. How you doing, Randy? Glad to have you along. I'm going to look real quick here. Not Moses alone. I was not expecting a music video when I hit that. '82-'83 came over from Houston. So now you know. How about Andrew Toney? Yep. A bit later, he wasn't here in 79-80. I mean, the Sixers were a good team. I'll look that up in a bit. Actually, I can look it up now. Tony, they drafted him. He was drafted in 1980. His nickname was the Boston Strangler. That's always pleasant. So he would actually come after their Eastern Conference run. All right. So Mix is in at the shooting guard. Bobby Jones comes in for the first time at power forward, talking about Celtic killers. And Caldwell Jones moves to center. So Dawkins sits with Bibby with 2 fouls and Spinarkle. Philadelphia's only got 9 dressed. The Celtics only have 10. Bring Wilt back. You know what? He could have probably been quite effective that year for the Sixers. They're going to play pick and roll with Fernston, the Celtics are. Backs in on Jones and misses the jumper, mixed with the rebound, and here come the 76ers. Erving to Mix off the rim with a jumper, no. Dr. J gets the rebound and they set it back up. Cheeks, stolen by Henderson, got his pocket picked. Henderson runs it down all the way, and Mo Cheeks steals it. Back to Erving, jumper to Mix. And Mix flies in the wing and slams it home. I thought the doctor was going to take the shot, but he passed it instead to Mix. And it's 22-21. Under 3 to go. Henderson walks it up. Going to call his own number. Fernstein instead. Back to Henderson on the wing. One too many passes. 4-1 for the Sixers. Mix with a jumper. No good. Fernstein the other way. On the fast break. Boston has it. Carr drives in the paint off the glass. No! Erving with the rebound. Oh my! Mix top of the key. Jumper blocked by Carr. Judkins has it. 4-4. Back and forth action we go. Boston. Henderson stolen by Cheeks. That's his third. Erving baseline jumper. No. They fight for the rebound and Fernston comes out with it. Wow. What a run of defensive basketball that was. Uh-oh, and I hit the wrong button. They're trying for Judkins. No, Cheney drives off the rim. They battle for the rebound. Carr gets it, and they pass it back out. So 1:50 to go. Judkins, foul line extended right, floats to the basket, and another steal by Mo Cheeks. That's his fourth. Jones drives, and it's an offensive foul, and that's going to be Bobby Jones. So Bibby comes back in to spell Cheeks at the point. Spinarkle is in at shooting guard. Mixed to the small forward, and Dawkins is back at center. For Boston, starting 5. And if you joined us late, Dave Cowens got hurt in garbage time in that blowout of Kansas City yesterday. And so Rick Roby is the center for the next month. So 22-21, both teams are now back to earth. As far as shooting-wise, Boston 7-14, Philadelphia 9-20. And Maxwell will play with 2 fouls. So we're going to do a pick and roll with Roby. Dawkins on him. Circuit shot, no, but Dawkins gets called for the foul, and that's 2 for him. And everyone's kind of barking at the refs. And Roby gets 3 to make 2. So 22-21 Boston. First one from Roby this time around is good. Caldwell Jones comes back in at center for Dawkins, who has 2 fouls. Bibby is playing with 2 for Philadelphia. Second one from Roby is up and out. But it's 3 to make 2. 23-21 Boston. Almost last minute of the first period. He hits the second of the 3, and he's got 3 points. So Sixers have it 24-21. They trail. Spinarkle drives, cut off by Bird. Shot, no, but Roby commits the foul, and Jim Spinarkle will shoot 2. 59 seconds left. Spinarkle, 95% on the season. Hits the first. Bends the knees and flicks the wrists and misses the second one. Good jinx, and Larry Bird snags his 3rd rebound. Tiny's going to call his own number, 24-22. Bird, Archibald jumper from the wing, and that's good. Now Bibby into Caldwell Jones inside, and they trade baskets, 26-24. Bird, guarded by Bobby Jones. Foul line extended left, in the post. Shot no good. Rebound, Maxwell. Cedric puts it right back up, I think. Little runner around and in. 14 seconds to go. Bibby, jumper at the horn, and it's in. It went in and it counts. So after 12 minutes, it's Boston 28, Philadelphia 26. And so this is about what we expected, a 2-point game. The computer says Philly's favored by anywhere between 5 and 8 points. I'm not buying that. Mo Cheeks had 4 steals for the Sixers, but Caldwell Jones is their player of the quarter. 6 points and 5 boards. For the Celtics, you can give it to Cornbread Maxwell. 6 points, 1 board, and 1 assist. But he has 2 fouls. So Bibby Spinarkle, the backcourt for the 76ers. Mixing Bobby Jones up front with Daryl Dawkins. And for the Celtics, Archibald, Ford, Maxwell, Bird, and Roby, the starting lineup for the next month for Boston. Spinarkle has it outside, guarded by Ford. Both teams shooting over 50%. And Spinarkle hits the jumper. Have I got to answer this? Yep, 1 second, folks. Hello? Hi. Hi. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Well, I've had 2 people call to get me up tomorrow. That's exciting. And they both had the same name. All right, so Ford, who stands foul line extended right. Guarded by Mix. That's the plan anyway. Ford, ball is on the floor, passes to Archibald and throws it away. So a bad play there for the Celtics. That is their 9th turnover, and Philadelphia has it. Bibby, at the point, brings it up to Mix outside, over to Bibby. He drives, he falls to the floor, and Archibald gets called for the shove. And that's the first foul on Tiny and on the Celtics in the quarter. How you doing, Dave Little? This one's a bit closer for you, buddy. Randy and Al and Dale, and I think I got everybody watching. And so here is Bibby. Jones inbounds it for Philly. We're tied up at 28. Bibby, long jumper is good. He's got 6. Tiny's going to want to feed Bird, guarded by Bobby Jones. Archibald instead takes the jumper and hits. Bibby to Spinarkle outside, over Ford. That's a good one. 32-30 Philadelphia. Tiny, this game has been one of... Archibald doesn't like what he sees and calls timeout. So this one's kind of been an improv game for the Celtics. They're not really running a lot of plays that they're designed for. But both teams are shooting well. Not a lot of defense so far. 32-30 Philadelphia. Maxwell inbounds it for the Celtics. And Tiny should get it outside. To Bird, back over to Tiny. Jumper is good. He's got 8. Now Bibby, pick and roll with Jones. Passes to Bobby inside, and Bobby's on the board with 2. 34-32 Philadelphia. Bird, baseline left. Drives with over Jones, and he loses the handle on the ball, and it's out of bounds. So Mo Cheeks comes back into the point. Bibby goes to the 2 guard. Erving is kind of ready when he wants to, and no changes yet for the Celtics. Randy's watching Bay Hill, I assume. So Mo Cheeks has 4 steals, had 4 steals in the first quarter. Is back in with 2 points. Cheeks to Bibby outside, 15-footer is taken off the board as Chris Ford gets called with a foul, and it's not called a shooting foul. Again, Philadelphia and the officials are not seeing eye to eye. No changes for anybody. Bobby Jones inbounds it for Philly. Mix, baseline, and we're going to jump ball. The ball was loose. Ford and Bibby went to grab it, and instead we'll have a jump ball. Yep, Dr. J, 4 points, 3 boards, and 2 boards and 3 dishes. 11 on the 24 as Bibby gathers it. So Philadelphia better do something quick. Cheeks to Dawkins inside, and the glass, and Ford with a foul. So Ford fouled Dawkins, and Darrell goes to the line for one. 36-32, Philadelphia. One shot, Dawkins. Bends the knees, 9 points. So the Sixers lead by 5. Next baseball game is going to be Tuesday, Montreal and St. Louis from Olympic Stadium at noon, right here on Retro Sports Network. Ford, right wing side, jumper. Yes, he's got 6. Now mixing the lane, backs in on Cornbread. His hits the shot, hit 23 last night, and 4 today. Both teams now shooting 60% from the field. Celtics spread it around. Now we're going to do some improv. Archibald throws it away. And Erving comes back in at small forward. Jones is in for Dawkins at center. And no changes for the Celtics. Yep, Chocolate Thunder. Jones inside. There's a whistle, and Bird commits his second foul. And so Toon is in for Bobby Jones. So it's a pretty fresh lineup for Philadelphia. Cheeks and Bibby in the backcourt. Erving, Toon, and Caldwell Jones as Bobby sits. Who is Toon, do you ask? Well, it's Bernard Toon, who only played in 23 games for the Sixers. This is his 15th out of Marquette. I have never heard of him. But anyway, he'll inbound it right in front of me. No changes, but the Celtics have a bunch of players with 2 fouls, Ford, Maxwell, and Bird, and they really can't afford that. Toon inbounds it. Philly by 5. Bibby to Ford. They're played by Ford. Chris gets the steal. Bird going to take advantage of the mismatch for the 3. Archibald beyond the arc, and now Bird gets called for the shove-off. And that's his 3rd. Bobby Jones comes back in. No, that's just the uniform. That's not Moses' number. Thanks, Randy. Yep, he should tune him up. Well, Bird's going to find a bench with 3 fouls. So Judkins comes in. 7:35 to go in the first half. 39-34, Philadelphia. Cheeks left of the key. Pick and roll with Jones. Jones runner is good. Caldwell's got 8. 41-34. The Sixers getting some space here. Chris Ford, foul line extended right. Jumper from 17, no. Rebound goes to Caldwell Jones. That's 6. Erving, 15-footer. He's got 6. And the lead now is 9. Archibald told to call his own number. To Ford, back to Tiny, 17-footer, no. But both Cheeks fouled him, and Tiny's going to the line for 2. First one from Tiny is good. He's got 9. Cheney, Carr, and Fernstein come in. Bird's just going to have to sit for a bit with those 3 fouls. Second one from Archibald is good. He's got 10, 43-36 Philadelphia. Jones inside, and Fernstein commits the foul, and that's 2. So the 76ers will be shooting freebies the rest of the half. Caldwell's had himself a game already. 8 points, 6 boards. And that's the first on Fernstein, who has 4 boards himself. First from Caldwell is good. He's got 3, and the lead is 8. Second one coming from Caldwell. Around and no. Rebound. He got his own rebound. How about that? And hit the jumper. He got the rebound and put it back up. And this place is delirious right now. 46-36 Philadelphia. Archibald, Judkins, outside left. No, it rolls out of bounds, and it's still Philadelphia ball. Gerald Henderson comes back in. So the Celtics starters are all on the bench. They trail by 10, halfway home here in the second. Cheeks to Bibby. Over, they pass it around. Erving will run her inside. He's got 8. Boston discombobulated right now. Henderson, topside, 17-footer. You got it. Now Erving, 15 the other way from Cheeks. Yep, 50-38. Carr wants a three-pointer. Henderson will oblige. Carr from 25 and stolen by Cheeks. How about that? Jones, from Erving. Runner, no. Bibby with a tip, no. Judkins gets the rebound. The Celtics will walk it back up. Celtics got away with one there. They pass it around. This has not been a very disciplined quarter for the Celtics. Fernston, guarded by Cheeks. Mismatch. He's going to go in the paint and try to get it off the glass. Double pumps up and down. No. Rises up. No. But Cheeks commits the foul. And that's only the second team foul for Philadelphia. And Fernston goes to the line for 2. He does not have a point in the game. First is up. Now he does. Mix and Toon come back in. Mix at the shooting guard and Toon at power forward. So Philadelphia has used all 9 of their players, and everyone's in good shape. Yeah, I feel like I lost an hour today too, Dave Gardner. Fernston, second one is up. It's good. He hit them both. 50-40, Philadelphia. Sixers by 10. Timeout on the floor. 4:51 to go in the half. Philadelphia with a good quarter. Erving and Caldwell Jones have 10, 50-40. So Sixer ball, Toon and bounds it right by me here, courtside. Cheeks to Erving. They pass it around. Cheeks drives in the paint, and that's good. He's got 4. Now Carr, foul line extended left, wants the 17-footer. He got it. Jones. Henderson stole it right from Jones. Jones was dilly-dallying around. Henderson with a steal. 3-on-1 for the Celtics. Henderson lays it up and in. He goes coast to coast there. Now Cheeks to Mix. They pass it around. Mix drives, collides with Judkins. The shot is no good, but Judkins gets called for the foul. And since Philadelphia is in the bonus, it's 3 to make 2. 4:06 to go in the half. Mix. In and out for the first one. No changes for the Celtics. Mixes 4 points, a rebound, and an assist. Second one coming. Around and no. So Philadelphia now 6 of 10 from the line. Here's the third shot. And that's good. So we hit 1 of the 3, and it's 53-44. Fernston. They want to play pick and roll. Jones can play good defense inside. Fernston posts up. One-hander is good. He's got 4. Now Cheeks to Mix. To Toon. Erving. They pass it around. Baseline Erving. He runs into ML Carr, and Erving gets called for the charge. Spanarkel and Dawkins come in. Spanarkel now at the shooting guard, and Dawkins is in at center. And Erving just is not a happy camper. Celtics best making do here. Yeah, almost a hat trick. So Henderson wants to, being loosely guarded by Cheeks. Dawkins is guarding Fernston, and they're going to play pick and roll, I think. We'll see. Henderson drives to the basket himself, puts it off the glass. No, Fernston gets the board. That's 5 for him. He'll put up the rebound, in and out, but Spanarkel fouls him. I mean, if you're going to foul anybody, Fernston's the guy to do it. But he's going to the line for 2 with 3:29 left in the first half. And the first one is around and in. He's got 5. So 5 points and 5 boards for the third string center for the Boston Celtics. The lead is now 6. Second one is up off the side. Mo Cheeks with the rebound. Now Philly sets it up. Erving. Dawkins inside over Fernston. Little runner is good. And Dawkins has hit 5 straight. Judkins. Baseline left. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up over Toonin in. Cheeks. To Spanarko outside. Stolen by Henderson. Henderson steals the ball. Henderson steals the ball. Carr. Left side. 15-footer. He's good. 55-51. It's a 4-point game. Now Erving is fouled by Fernston after the pass from Toon, but it's not a shooting foul, so it's just 2. And so we'll have some people coming back in for the Celtics. 2.5 to go in the first half. 55-51 Philadelphia. The Doctor hits the first. He's got 11. 5 assists and 2 rebounds. So Archibald, Maxwell, and Bird. They got to watch Bird. He's already got 3 fouls. And he's playing against Toon. Second for Erving is good, and the Doctor's got 12. Timeout on the floor. 2.5 to go in the first half. We got ourselves a good one. Sixers 57, Celtics 51. A poor man's Henry Finkel is right. If you're a Celtic fan, I mean, he's right up there in history with Greg Kite. People who could technically play center but probably shouldn't have in the NBA. Maxwell inbounds it. And they're going to play pick and roll to Fernston again in the low post under Dawkins. He spins, he shoots, he scores! He's got 7. Now Cheeks to Spanarko. Open jumper, he hit it. They're trading. Not much defense. Both teams are over 63% from the floor. Celtics will pass it around and do some improv here. Archibald from 15. No good. Maxwell gets the offensive rebound. He's going to try to tip up himself. The runner, good. He's got 8. It's a 4-point game. 59-55 Philadelphia. Toon to Spanarko. Guarded by Chaney. Right side. Chaney tips it. And a steal. 4-on-1 gold rush the other way. Here come the Celtics. Chaney all the way. Jumper is good. He's got 4 points. And it's now a 2-point game. Rob says Greg Kite couldn't chew gum and walk at the same time. Yep, exactly. Exactly. You made my point. 59-57 Philadelphia. Dawkins to Cheeks outside from the foul line. That's good. And it's a 4-point spread. Now Bird, being guarded tightly by Erving, wants the outside side. Baseline left on the wing. He shows and goes. Feeds it to Archibald. Shot is too hard, but Erving will foul Archibald. And Tiny's going to the line for 2. That's 3 on the good Doctor. Roby and Ford at the table for Boston. Archibald hits the first. He's got 11 in the first half. Philadelphia brings in Henry Bibby at the point, Bobby Jones at the small forward, and Caldwell Jones at the power forward. Ford and Roby come back in. Rob did not lose an hour of sleep last night. I moved my clock up 5 minutes each hour the next 12 days. Well, that's kind of cool. We changed them yesterday during the day. Second one from Tiny is good. He's got 12, 61-59. This one has been everything in the bag of chips so far. The Sixers have led by 12. The Celtics have had a 6-point lead. And that's almost 2 points here. Well, it's 2 points almost at the half. Bibby walks it up to Spanarko. Back to Bibby. Lobs one inside to Caldwell. Bobby Jones, pardon me, and Bobby slams it home. 4-point game. A minute to go. They run some clock. Bird in the paint. Or goes in the paint. Guarded by Caldwell Jones. Inside runner is good, and Archibald gets the assist. 2-point game. 47 seconds left. Jones to Bibby. Throws it away, and Boston can tie the game here. Mo Cheeks comes back in to play the point. So it's Cheeks and Spadarkle. The brothers Jones from another mother, and Daryl Dawkins. And the starting five on the floor for the Celtics. 36 seconds to go. First half. Pick and roll with Roby. Bird inside to Roby. Faker's jumper. Good. Tie game. 21 seconds left in the half. And what was a 12-point lead for the Sixers has melted. Jones. 4 steals at the end of the half. How about that? And at the half here, it's Boston 63, Philadelphia 63. Look at that, a 37-35 second quarter in favor of, you can look at me for a minute, of the Sixers. What a half of basketball that was. I'm glad we did this. How you doing? Nope. Benarco is from Duke. So how about that? After yesterday's blowout fest, this one is everything that you wanted. This is late 70s, early 80s basketball to a T. Not much defense, a lot of barking by a lot of players, and a good overall show. So Tiny Archibald leads the Celtics with 12 points. He's our Celtics player of the half. 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and 4 of 4 from the line. For the Sixers, Mo Cheeks, 5 steals, 4 dishes, 6 points, and a rebound. So don't forget, let me see. I'm not sure what we're doing tomorrow. We'll figure something out. Wife's on vacation all week. But baseball returns on Tuesday. This week we got some dandies for you. We got St. Louis and Montreal. We have California and Milwaukee. And the third game is just as good, and I just can't remember what it is off the top of my head. So lots of good baseball coming up as we're into June in that replay. And if you missed it, you can go back and watch my interview with Andrew Martin. What a good guy Andrew is. All right, let's get back to the ball game. So in the second quarter, Tiny Archibald had 8 points. Eric Fernston had 7. I don't think Eric Fernston had 7 points in any quarter of his career, maybe outside of high school. For the 76ers, the Doctor had 8, Spanarkle 6, Jock Dawkins and Bobby Jones had 5. It's 6th in the NBA. Randy says Roby and Jeff Ruland, similar players and body types. Yep. No, that's a pretty good comparison there. You guys do a great job stretching my basketball knowledge, and I'm very appreciative of it. Because there wasn't a lot of NBA on television at this point, so I didn't catch a lot of it. All right, so Archibald and Ford, the backcourt for Boston. Maxwell and Bird, the forwards with Rick Roby at center. Bird has 3 fouls, 6 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists. For the 76ers, it is Mo Cheeks, who's played 20 minutes. 6 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. Henry Bibby's with him in the backcourt. Erving and Caldwell Jones are your forwards. The Doctor has 12, and Daryl Dawkins has 11. This is, Rob, the first meeting between Larry and Bird and Erving in the regular season. Saturday night, November 10th, 1979. You are there. So Celtics ball to start the quarter, and Bird wants to try a 3 over Erving. We'll see how that goes. Erving just kind of guarding him. Bird, left wing, beyond the arc for 3, off the rim, and off the shot clock, and out over everything. It's like my poor meatball. It just rolled off the table and onto the floor, and it'll be Philadelphia ball. Sixers moving it from left to right. They're in the white jerseys with blue numbers with red trim. Tie game. Bibby takes the rim, guarded by Bird, off the rim, and Bird snags his 4th rebound. Here come the Celtics. Tiny Archibald from the half circle to Bird. Back up to Tiny. 15-footer is good. 14 for Nate. Cheeks lobs it inside to Erving off the glass. No, and Maxwell gets the rebound. Erving kind of looked around for a foul call, wasn't going to get it. Archibald walks it up. The plan is Maxwell, foul line extended right or left with Erving on the guard. Let's see what happens here. Archibald to Ford. They pass it around. Play is whistled dead, and Roby gets called for an illegal screen. Second for Rick. 65-63. How you doing, DJ John? 4-4-4-4, and Robbie Wartburg joins us. It's just the start of the second half here. 2-point game for Boston. 65-63. Erving drives in the paint over Maxwell. Lays it up and in. He's got 14, and we're knotted up at 65 again. We're going to try to feed Maxwell on the left side because he's guarded by Bibby. To Bird along the baseline. They pass it around, and Erving ties up Maxwell, and we'll have a jump ball. So the Celtics tried one too many passes, and Erving and Maxwell will jump it. If the Celtics keep it, they have 7 seconds on the 24. And the jump is by Maxwell. They have 5 seconds to shoot it. Ford, way out on the right wing. Halfway to New Jersey with that three-point shot. Ford for three. Long shot is good. He's got 9. How about that? Dawkins to Bibby outside. He drives over Ford and good. But what a three-pointer from Ford. He was pretty much on the Celtic bench when he shot that. 68-67. 9:46 to go in the third. Archibald wants a pick and roll with Roby. And that's what happens. Roby in the middle, spins around, and is fouled by Dawkins for his third. So Roby has 7 points and is 3 of 5 from the lane today. Dave Cowan sits in street clothes like you walk around in a suit and tie on your day off with his right wrist bandaged up from banging it yesterday. He'll be back December 14th. This game, by the way, is November 10th. 1 shot for Roby. He's got 7 already. Give make. And Boston leads it 71-67. Here come the Sixers. Erving inside to Bibby. Open jumper, no, but Berg gets called for his 4th. And Bibby will shoot 2. So Larry gets called to the bench. Bibby hits his first. And Carr will be used out of position because Bird's going to have to sit for a while. Second one coming from Bibby is around and out. Rebound controlled by Maxwell. And the Celtics lead by 3, 71-68. Tiny walks it up across the three-point line. Going to call his own number from 4. Back to Tiny, guarded by Cheeks. Runner is good. He's got 16. Sixers the other way. Erving hits the jumper. He's got 16. 8:43 to go. Ford wants a 3. Fitch says no. Maxwell has it. Guarded by Cheeks. From the foul line. Drives in the paint. Cornbread off the glass. No. And Jones gets the rebound. That's Caldwell. Now Bibby guarded to Erving. Guarded by Archibald. Roby cuts him off. Shot no. Roby gets the rebound. And the Celtics have numbers. 3-on-2. Roby has it to Ford all alone off the glass and good. Chris has 11. Now Mo to Bibby. Back to Mo. Cheeks drives over Archibald and Tiny steals it. They pass it around. They run some clock. 7.5 to go in the third. Maxwell guarded by Dawkins. Foul line extended left in the paint. Stolen by the Doctor. That's his first. Cheeks to Erving, back to Cheeks. Cheeks guarded by Carr. Bibby, stolen by Ford. Chris gets his 4th steal. Philadelphia got too cute. 1 too many passes. Boston sets it up. Maxwell, again, guarded by Dawkins. 14 on the clock. He wants to shoot it over Dawkins. It goes in and out. Rebound. Caldwell Jones, and he took a step. And so the turnover. He got his 9th rebound, but did the boo-boo. Let's see. Is that one? Yeah. Judkins and Cheney come in. Actually, Cheney and Maxwell will switch positions. Roby, well, no other changes. So Cheney comes in a small forward. Maxwell moves to power forward. And it'll be Spinarkle coming back into play shooting guard. 75-70, Celtics by 5, and it's Boston ball. Oh, yeah. There's a couple top receiver replays going on the tabletop message board, by the way. So Archibald, so their Celtics will inbound from behind their own basket. They have a fresh 24 and no hurry. And they're going to do some improv here. Cheney, right wing, 15-footer, no. Erving with the defense. Dawkins gets his first rebound. Imagine that, Erving to Dawkins, baseline 15-footer, around and no. But Roby commits the foul, and Dawkins will shoot two. And so Dawkins has 11 points. First one is up and good. Hard to believe that Dawkins only has one rebound. But Caldwell Jones has 9 of the 15. Both teams still shooting well over 63% from the floor. 75-71. Second one from Dawkins is around and out, and Roby snags it. And so they'll lock it up. Archibald being guarded by Spinarkle. Top of the three-point line. Bakes left, moves right. He's going to drive on Spinarkle, finds Ford instead, and Ford double dribble. So Mix is in for Spinarkle. ML Carr goes in for Ford. And Fernston is in for Roby. 6:09 to go in the third. 75-71. Celtics by 4. And it's Philadelphia basketball. Erving to Mix outside. He drives on Carr. Maxwell got a block. But Dawkins gets the rebound. They send it back up. Now Erving's shot is rebounded by Maxwell. Celtics 4-on-1. The other way. Gold rush time. Fernston to Maxwell, drives, lays it up, and good. The Cornbread's got 10. Now Cheeks, pick and roll with Dawkins. About to Mix. That's a bad pass. Dawkins has to take that shot. We're in a pick and roll. We got timeout on the floor. Bibby comes back in for the Sixers. 5:27, third quarter. Celtics 77, Philadelphia 71. Oh, I got to go back and watch JD read. Did he just read the 3 pages? The wife was tired, and when the time changed, we didn't even get up till 8:30 this morning, which is extremely late for us. Let me see. So Tiny's going to come out, and Maxwell. So Judkins and Henderson are in. Carr at the small guard, Cheney at small forward, Judkins at power forward, and Fernston in at center. Cheeks and Bibby the backcourt for the Sixers. Remember, they've only dressed 9. Erving and Caldwell Jones the forwards, and Dawkins is at center. 77-71 Boston. They have the ball. Cheney inbounds it by the bench. Judkins, right by me, guarded by Caldwell Jones. Outside, 17-footer, no. Jones with the rebound, and he's got a double-double. Gold rush for Philadelphia. Bibby drives off the glass. Blocked by Fernston. How about that? And Henderson snags the rebound. And they'll pass it around. Now Judkins is outside. He's guarded by Mo Cheeks. He's going to try to penetrate. Baseline left. Judkins fakes it into Henderson, finds Carr. One too many passes. Philadelphia ball. Spinarkle comes back in at the guard. So Cheeks with Spinarkle out there. Bobby Jones and Toon are fresh as a daisy, and so is Mix. Spinarkle loses it. Gets it back, drives on Cheney off the rim, rebound Jones, he'll pass it back out for Philadelphia. Jones to Spinarkle, drives again on Carr, but Cheney steals it. They'll pass up the 3-on-4. Judkins, he wants the 3. Okay, we'll give it to him. Left side, no. Dawkins gets the rebound the other way. Inside, Erving powers over Cheney, and Erving gets called for the offensive foul. Cheney finds the floor. Erving just kind of looks around going, come on, man. So he's going to sit with 4 fouls. Here comes Bobby Jones. And the doctor, 26 minutes, 16 points, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. Celtics still 77-71. Pick and roll to Fernston. Bibby playing loose on Henderson on the wing. Fernston over Dawkins. Stolen by Mix. Good play by Philadelphia. 3-on-2 the other way. Jones lays it up. No. But Henderson will foul him, and Bobby Jones goes to the line for 2. Third foul for the Celtics. Dave Little, the commissioner of the Midwest Basketball League, rolls his program like John Wooden and says, come on, ref, you're missing a good game out there. The only thing missing from Dave on that would be a gracious sakes alive, but that's what he's thinking. Lots of fouls here. 2 for Bobby Jones. First is good. He's got 6. 77-72. Boston by 5. 6 points for Bobby Jones. Second one coming around and in. How about that? So it's a 4-point game. Henderson. Bibby not guarding him really. 15-footer off the glass. No. Bobby Jones gets his first rebound. Now Jones inside. A little runner. It's good. Bobby's got 9 and the lead is 2. And you hear the chants of defense. Defense. Celtics passing around. Judkins guarded by Caldwell Jones. Will shoot the outside jumper from the corner. No. Rebound by Caldwell Jones. Sixers can tie the game. Bobby in the paint. 10-footer. No. But he's fouled by Fernston. That's his third. And Philadelphia can tie this game from the line. 77-75. Bobby's first shot is good. He's got 10. So the Jones brothers from another mother have 10. Aside, Dawkins has 12. And Erving has 16 to lead the Sixers. For the Celtics, Archibald has 16. Maxwell 10. And Ford 11. Everyone else is in single digits. I don't know why that's being held. Yep, oh my is right. Second one from Bobby. Around and in. How about that? So 2:54 to go in the third. Timeout on the floor, charged to Boston. When we come back, the end of the third quarter, it's the Celtics and Sixers, 77-77. Tune your radio today to WABC for the greatest in Top 40 radio. So Archibald will be the next to come back in. They're going to hold Bird as long as possible. Celtics now under 60% from the floor, but look at that. They've only had 49 shot attempts. Bench 26-24 in favor of the Celtics. And look at the other thing to notice, if you look at the Philadelphia scoring column, is the Sixers don't have a fast break point yet. The Celtics have 12. Cheney inbounds it right by me. Fresh clock, they pass it around. Fernston is guarded by Dawkins inside. Spins around the paint. He's going to try the shot here in the lane. One-hander is good. Carr got the assist. Now Bibby to Mix to Dawkins, who slams it home. 6 straight field goals for Dawkins and 14 overall. Celtics walk it up. Cheney. Foul line extended left. Wants the outside jumper. He's going to drive instead over Jones. And he's knocked to the floor. Goes in, but no foul was called. Now Bibby out the other way. Jones in the paint. But Fernston gets called for the foul. And Bobby Jones will shoot too. Cheney wanted the foul called. And they said, you're not getting it there, big boy. Not getting it. First one from Bobby Jones is good. He's got 12, and it's a 1-point game. Archibald and Bird check back in. 2:04 to go. Maxwell will be the next one to check back in, but not quite yet. Second one from Bobby is good, and we're not at the 81. Bird in the paint, going to be guarded by Dawkins. Archibald to Bird over Darrell. One-hander off the glass and good. He's got 8. 83-81. Bibby to Mix. Bobby Jones inside, and Chaney tied him up. Maxwell will come back in to play the small guard because Chaney has to take the jump. And with 96 seconds to go, Roby comes in for Fernston, who has played an exceptional ball game. 9 points in 14 minutes. So, jump ball by the Boston half circle, by the Philadelphia half circle here, and Jones controls it for Philadelphia. Bibby tries to pass, pick and roll with Dawkins, slam it, ding dong. Lob City, and Chocolate Thunder's got 16. 1:27 to go. Bird guarded by Jones, wants the shot. Jumper blocked by Dawkins. Bibby gets his first rebound. Now Jones inside, stolen by Maxwell. Celtics 2-on-3. They're going to run the break. Maxwell in the paint, off the glass, and in. 85-83. Bibby from 18 lobs it to Dawkins, who slams it home. Dawkins putting on a dunk clinic. He's got 18. 36 to go in the third. 85-85. Maxwell playing the guard. Foul line extended left or right. Barrels into Jones, lays it up, but he's fouled. And so he's going to the line for 2. And Chris Ford is ready to check back in. So Maxwell's first is good. He's got 13. It's a 1-point game. Mo Cheeks comes into the point. Spinarkle, the 2 guard. Toon comes back in to guard Larry Bird, good luck, and Caldwell Jones at center. So Ford moves into the shooting guard. Maxwell back to his small forward. 24 seconds to go. Second free throw from Maxwell is good. In them both. So let's see what Philadelphia chooses to do here. 87-85 Boston. End of the third quarter. Toon to Jones inside. Runner, no. Rebound. Toon. 10 on the clock. Runner. He's got it. 8 seconds left. They're going to try to find Bird inside. Archibald pick and roll with Larry. Rainbow. Good. It's good. And we go to the fourth quarter. Boston 89. Philadelphia 87. How about that? Wow. So Bird, with the 4 fouls, got quite a bit of time off. But Archibald, 16 points, 5 assists. Chris Ford has 4 steals. Maxwell, just as 14 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. So Boston outscores Philadelphia in the quarter 26-24. For Philadelphia, Dawkins, 8 of 8. He's not missed a shot yet. Kind of hard to miss a dunk. Has 18 points, but only 3 rebounds. Bobby Jones at 8 points for Philadelphia in the quarter. Dawkins had 7. Erving 4. For the Celtics, Maxwell 6, Ford 5, Bird and Archibald 4. And I'm going to take a drink. Let's see. On this date, the number 1 song was Still by the Commodores. And I'm not going to sing it for you. And Dave got the joke. Yeah, this one's been a barn burner. Dave got the joke. So 89 WLS to Philadelphia's 87. And I forget who was on the AM dial 87. So 12 minutes to go here at the Spectrum. Maybe more. This one has been everything that you would thought it would be. Bird, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 fouls. The Doctor, who's on the bench, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 5 dishes, and 4 fouls. 2-point Celtic lead. The Celtics, if they win, will cut the Sixers lead in the Atlantic Division to 3 games, but standings in the NBA are as helpful as nipples on a bull. It just doesn't mean anything. Philadelphia will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. Bobby Jones, guarded by Maxwell outside. Let's see what happens here. Jones, right wing, fadeaway jumper is good, and we're 90-89. Now Maxwell, foul line extended left. He runs the jumper, no, but he's fouled hard by Toon, and Cedric goes to the line for 2. So Toon picks up his first foul, and Cornbread is 14. Second score on the Celtics. Has 2 here. First one is up, it's good, and the Celtics lead 90-89. Second one from Cedric is good, he hit them both. Boston 21-27 for the line. Philadelphia 17-23. And again, a 2-point game. Spanarkel. Cheeks to Spanarkel. Drives over forward. Maxwell cuts him off. Shot is no good. The Roby picks up his fourth. And Jim will shoot 2. He's got 8 already. And can tie this one up from the line. First one from Jim. Around and out. Well, one. So the first one misses. He slams the ball hard on the floor and gets ready for the second. Second one up and good. So he's got 9, a 1-point game. 91-90, fourth quarter. Boston by 1. Archibald walks it up, pounds the ball, and Cheeks does the dumb thing and reaches in. I have no idea why he did that. And Billy Cunningham just stands there with his hands on his hips going, why? Don't give him anything. Maxwell inbounds it. They'll pass it around. Now forward. Foul line extended right. Guarded by Spanarkel. Is going to try to penetrate. Let's see. Ford lays it up. And good. 93-90. Boston. Spanarkel. The Toon inside. Runner is good. So this Toon dude is 4 points in 6 minutes. Now Bird. Guarded by Cheeks on the perimeter. Baseline left. On the wing, and a steal by Mo Cheeks. That's his 6th. Philadelphia with numbers. Toon, jumper, no. Jones with the rebound. His little runner, no. But he's fouled by Chris Ford. And Bobby Jones will go to the line for 2. Bobby's got 15, including 7 from the stripe. So 93-92. Make it 93 up. 10:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Wow. So Bird and Roby have 4 for Boston. Erving is still on the bench for Philadelphia with his 4. 10.5 to go. Jones, second one is up, and the Sixers lead 94-93. Archibald being mugged by Cheeks to Ford. Passes to Bird inside. No. Bird gets his own rebound. Guarded by Bobby Jones, and Bird gets called for the push and has to come out. Gracious sakes alive. Larry Bird is called for his 5th foul. Although Jones will come in. Judkins moves to the small forward. Maxwell in a power forward. And Bird sits. 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. 94-93 Philadelphia. Nail-biting time here in Philadelphia. Spanarkel drives over Ford. Pump fake. No, but Maxwell picks up the foul. That's his 3rd. And Bobby will go to the line for 2 more. First one from Jones is good. He's got 18. No changes for the Sixers. 95-93. Second one from Jones. Around and in. He's got 19. And the Sixers lead at 96-93. Going to work Maxwell inside. Guarded by Toon. Tiny pick and roll. Maxwell, rainbow, good. 1-point game. Spanarkel. Flies down over Ford, but Roby collides with him, and that's his 5th foul. And now you got to play Fernston because Bird's sitting there with 5. And the spectrum is just having the time of their life. You got Reggie Roby, and first time I did that, Rick Roby, and Larry Bird with 5 fouls. It is not a shooting foul, but the next one is for Philadelphia the rest of the regulation. Jones inbounds it for the Sixers. And Maxwell just ran his mouth too much. Cornbread, he wasn't given a recipe there. Oh my goodness gracious. So Spanarkel goes to the line for 1. Bill Fitch says a lot of things too, but Maxwell gets called for the tee. The shot from Spanarkel is good, and it's Philadelphia ball. Jones inbounds it for the Sixers. Tune, baseline jumper, good! 99-95. The Celtics better hold it together here. Archibald, guarded by Cheeks, will call his own number. Drives in the paint over Cheeks, lays it up off the glass, and he's fouled by Mo. And so Tiny goes to the line for 2. Dirty Bird. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This is why we watch this stuff. First for Tiny. No! And Bill Fitch just walks around in his plaid suit going, oh my God, what are we doing? 9:02 to go. 99-95 Philadelphia. Second one from Archibald. Good. 99-96. Philadelphia working it left to right. Spanarkel, jumper, good from 17. He's got 12. 5-point game for Philadelphia. Celtics pass it around. Tiny, guarded by Cheeks. Top of the 3-point line. Gonna go left and big right, and he's fouled by Tune. 4th for Tune. And and now you can hear the crowd going. Julius Erving is in for Bobby Jones. Carr is in for Judkins. 8.5 to go. Fernston's tired, but he's going to play for as long as he needs to. So Erving on the floor. Maxwell inbounds it. Carr, foul line extended left. He wants the jumper. He weaves through. There's a whistle, and Maxwell gets called for the moving pick. Spanarkel and Bobby Jones come back in, so it's Cheeks and Spanarkel in the backcourt. Erving and Bobby Jones, your forwards, and Caldwell. Jones is your center. For the Celtics, it's Archibald and Ford. Carr, Maxwell, the forwards, and Fernston. His legs are going to feel like lead by the end of this one. Roby and Bird sit with 5 fouls. 101-96 Philadelphia. Erving, guarded by Carr. Cheeks to Erving inside, and Erving, the doctor, makes a house call and slams it home. 103-96. Celtics pass it around. Carr, guarded by Erving. Foul line left, wants to penetrate here. He drives, he collides with Jones. The shot is no good, but Jones commits the foul, and ML is going to shoot 2. Not sure which Jones it was. They both now have 2 fouls. So ML at the line for 2. First one's up, first one's good. Bibby in at shooting guard for Philadelphia. Henderson will spell Archibald. Fernston's already tired. Second one from Carr is no good. Caldwell Jones with the rebound. Cheeks to Bibby, guarded by Chris Ford. Bibby, pick and roll with Jones. Drives himself, blows a layup, and Ford gets the rebound. Celtics 2-on-2 transition. Can they do anything with it? Henderson drives in the play, and Henderson pushes off. And Bibby now moves for the point. Spanarkel at the 2 guard, and Dawkins in at center. Oh my goodness. 103-97 Philadelphia. Boston's in the bonus. Philadelphia on the next defensive foul will be in the bonus. Erving, let's see who has it. Bibby. Erving inside. He loses it. Got it back. Carr slaps it away. Carr with the steal. 4-on-3 for Boston. Forward to Fernston and slams it home. 103.99 for Bibby to Spanarkel. They pass it around. Dawkins in the paint. Jumper. Good. He's hit all 9 free field goals on the day. He's got 20 overall. Yeah, a lot of charges. This is a Zsa Zsa Gabor game. Just say charge it. 105.99. Maxwell, guarded by Bobby Jones in the paint. Turnaround off the window. No. Jones with the rebound. And Jones gets called for the foul. And ML Carr will shoot 2. First one from Carr. Around and in. He's got 9. 5-point game. 105-100. Philadelphia. Bibby at the shooting guard. Mix moves in at small forward. And Erving moves in at power forward. Cheney will spell Chris Ford. Judkins will spell Maxwell. Fernston is on his own. Carr's second freebie. Around and out. Rebound Mo Cheeks. And he'll walk it up. Dawkins guarded by Fernston. That's where it's going. Outside jumper. No. Finally missed one. Fernston gets a 6th rebound and the Celtics will walk it up. 6:11 left. Cheney. Henderson. Pick and roll with Fernston is the call. Henderson. Fernston in the post. Runner. No. Carr with a rebound and they'll set it back up. Boston in no hurry. Carr. Left side. Outside jumper is the call. Carr sets, fires, short. Erving gets the board. That's his 3rd. Cheeks dribbles it up. Under 6 to go. Erving. Inside. He's got 20. He's got 20. It's a 7-point lead. Henderson will walk it up. The Carr. Back to Henderson. 17-footer. No. Bibby with a rebound. Foul on the floor, and it's Cheney. That's his 2nd. Philadelphia shifts things around again. Mix at the 2 guard. Erving and Bobby Jones now are your centers and are your forwards. And Caldwell Jones is your center. My goodness. So Bird and Roby are pretty much... Roby won't be too long now. And Larry, they're just trying to sit as long as possible. Erving. Jones inside. Steal by Judkins. Boston will walk it up. They trail by 7. Cheney. They'll pass it around. Henderson. Guarded by Cheeks. Henderson. Moves right. Drives left. Jones cuts him off. Will runner. No. Erving gets the rebound. That's his 4th. And they'll walk it up. Jones. Over to Mix. 17-footer. No. But Cheney gets called for the foul. And Cheney better be careful. He's making a lot of noise, and it's 3 to make 2. And the first one misses. Second one, around and out. He misses the second. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Mix misses the first 2. And Roby comes in for Fernstein. Bird will sit a little bit longer. Archibald is in for Henderson. So 2 starters on the floor for the Celtics. But Roby is sitting there with 5 fouls. Third one from Mix. He missed all 3. How about that? He missed all 3. He hands it to Archibald, who'll walk it up the floor. Celtics pass. Carr. Guarded outside by Erving. 17-footer. Left wing. No. Mix gets the rebound. He walks it up. 4:09 to go. Erving. Mix outside. He drives on Cheney, and Cheney steals it. Back come the Celtics. Tiny. Judkins. Baseline left, guarded by Jones. Carr to Judkins on the baseline. Jumper around and goes. 5-point game. Under 4 to go. Jones in the paint the other way. No. Roby gets it. And they start a 2-on-2 the other way. Baseball pass by Roby. Cheney from Judkins off the glass. And Erving knocks it from behind. Mix the other way. 4-on-1. Shoots with a finger roll. You betcha. And this place is electric. 109-102. Philadelphia. Tiny's going to call his own number. Guarded by Cheeks. Judkins, open jumper. Good. 5-point game. Not over yet. Erving to mix outside. His shot tipped by Judkins. Roby lands with the 7th board. And the Celtics will walk it up. Carr to Archibald outside. Cheeks kicks it. And timeout on the floor. Bibby comes in. 2:40 left. And now it's starters all the way. Archibald and Ford, Maxwell and Bird and Roby. And Bird and Roby have 5 fouls apiece. Oh my goodness gracious. So Maxwell will inbound it. 2:40 to go. 12 on the 24. Erving on Bird. Bird wants it. Baseline left. And he misses everything. On a play, Philadelphia basketball. Philly working it left to right. Bibby to Erving inside. He loses it, and he somehow put it off of Larry's foot. Spinarkle comes back in. If there's a saving grace for the Celtics, is that the Sixers are exhausted. Remember, for both teams, this is the back end of back-to-back games. Spinarkle, guarded by Ford. Drives to the hoop. One-hander is good. 111-104. Archibald, pick and roll with Roby is the call. Bird to Roby inside over Jones. Roby, no! Archibald gets his first rebound and they'll pass it back out. Everybody's in the bonus. 1:51 to go. Tiny. Philadelphia's in the press. Erving with his steal. That's his second. Spinarkle. Inside. Ford defends him. Shot, no. Rebound, no. Maxwell picks up his 5th foul. And it's 3-2. Home and home series. But they weren't against each other. This is the first time that they met. So technically it's not a home and home. In fact, Boston was at home last night against Kansas City, and Philadelphia was at Detroit. And the Celtics have got to go in a full court press. 3 to make 2 for Spinarkle. First one is up. Good, he's got 15. Mix comes back in at small forward. Erving moves to the power forward. I think Philadelphia is going to run out the clock here. They lead by 8. Second one coming from Spinarkle. He's got it. Philadelphia goes man-to-man. Ford wants a 3-pointer. Sparkle hopes to deny him the pleasure. Archibald to Ford. Long 3 off the mark. Jones with a rebound. 14 for Caldwell. Philadelphia tries to beat the press. Erving in the clutch. Pump fakes over Bird. Around and out. But Archibald commits the foul, and Erving will get 3 to make 2. So Erving has 20. First one up, 21. And the lead is 10 with a minute to go. Now Toon comes in at power forward. Erving's second one. Up and good. He hit them both. And it looks like now that the Philadelphia 76ers are going to win this game. But it was really in doubt till about the 2-minute mark. Archibald will call his own number. Deep jumper off the glass. Jones with the rebound. And they can sense it now. Bibby against the press. To Erving. Back to Bibby outside. Guarded by Tiny. No. 5 straight misses. Erving gets the rebound. 30 seconds left. Bibby to Erving. Slams it home, and that will do. And that will do. This one's going to be it. The Jello's jiggling. The eggs are in the icebox. And the lesson has been taught to the Boston Celtics. The Philadelphia 76ers are a force to be reckoned with. Bird will take the last shot. Erving guarding him. Ford, pick and roll with Bird inside off the glass at the buzzer. And that's it. So the final score is nowhere near as much of a departure as what this game really was. Philadelphia, when the screws had to be put in, they did. They outscored Boston 30-17 in the fourth quarter. And the Sixers win this one 117-106. Your player of the game is going to be Julius Erving, 24 points. Missed a lot of the third and fourth quarter with 4 fouls. Had 5 rebounds, 5 assists. We'll forget the turnovers. He's the leading scorer for everybody. Cornbread, Maxwell, and Archibald were Boston's best players. For Bird, he's still a rookie, and he played like one tonight. 12 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. Fourth quarter scoring, Erving and Spanarkel, of all people, had 8 points. Bobby Jones had 6. No one from Boston had more than 4. And so that's it. The final score here is going to be 117-106. I'm tired. That was a long game. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow night. Tuesday afternoon is baseball for you. The St. Louis Cardinals and Montreal Expos from Olympic Stadium in Montreal as our Major League Lunchtime replay continues. And so, like I said, we'll do something tomorrow. I'm not sure what it is. Next basketball game is next weekend. It's going to be the Los Angeles Lakers at the Denver Nuggets because someone requested that. And so, hit that like and subscribe. Yeah, and Clinton Cowens is out for a month. He got hurt in that blowout game the other day. Oh, I had fun. I hope you guys did too. Thank you. And Billy Cunningham just stole Red Auerbach's cigar. You missed my Johnny Most impression earlier. This was not the basketball warfare that we wanted. The game sucked. And Erving should have fouled out because that's just the way that joker is. There's your Johnny Most. All right, so it's Lakers and Nuggets next weekend from Denver. Baseball on Tuesday. We'll figure out something for tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us on this Sunday afternoon. Hope the rest of your weekend, as short as it is, goes well. I'm Ron Juckett for Retro Sports Network. We'll talk to you the next time.